Welcome back to the Reload Bench. In this video, I'll be reviewing another pair of steel-toed desert boots from Belleville Boot Company. This is a style I've never worn before. So these are the C312 ST, ST for steel toe. These boots I'll be primarily wearing at work, so I have to have a safety toe, which these have. I also need boots with an EH rating, an electrical hazard rating, and these boots also have that. What's different about these boots compared to other steel-toed desert boots that I've worn in the past is that they're a flyweight, a lightweight boot, which implies that they weigh a little bit less and they've got a little bit more flexibility in them, kind of like an athletic shoe, and that's something I've never worn before. So this summer, I'm going to try them out at work, as well as maybe taking them out hiking for walks, maybe even go for a jog or two in them, just to see if they work a little bit better than some of the other boots that I've worn in the past. All right, so let me get the box open. They've got the kind of tissue paper with the Belleville logo on them, like on all the other boots that I've unboxed before. Let's get this out of the way. The C312 ST are the standard 8-inch military height. They have a padded collar and tongue. They meet two different ratings for impact and compression. They've got a shock absorbent midsole, and they have the aforementioned EH rating. They are made in the USA. They're Berry compliant, and they're authorized for the United States Air Force and the U.S. Army. At this time, they're not authorized for the Marine Corps, but maybe in the future. These boots feature the Vibram Incisor outsole. These have a more aggressive tread than, say, the Sierra or Chevron soles that are on my other Belleville steel-toed boots. These kind of remind me of what would be on a cross trainer. So these should get a lot more grip. There should be some flexibility to this. Doesn't really feel that flexible. These boots don't have any vents, and there's no loop on the back to help pull them on. They've got standard speed lacers. They're pretty much just kind of standard looking desert boots, but these should be something that is a little bit more comfortable for me in the summer. Next, I'd like to compare these to another style of Belleville flyweight steel-toed desert boots. I hadn't seen these on their website until this year, so my guess is that they're new for 2026. These are the FLYWEIGHT MXG. They're fairly similar to the 312s. They're American-made, Berry compliant. They're authorized for the Air Force and Army, but not the Marine Corps yet. And they're steel-toed. They have an EH rating. They have both of the ratings for impact and compression. They're 8-inch standard height. They've got the Vibram Incisor outsole, and they do not have a loop on the back. They do have a padded collar. They don't have a padded tongue. Also, these boots have got a little bit different stitching here. They're reinforced on the side, and they're ventilated. They don't have the standard eyelets like what I've got on my 550 STs, but there's ventilation here. You can see they've got the incisor sole, and they've got MXG stamped up here on the collar. The Belleville logo is on the back above the heel, whereas on the 312s, the Belleville logo is on the side where the reinforcement is. So these boots are supposed to be just like the 312's a flyweight. They're more like an athletic shoe. These have got more flex in them, feels like to me. And this is something that provides you the protection you need out on the flight line, but also give you the lightweight and comfort that you might want if you're out there all day in the heat, as well as give you something that you could probably do boots and utes run in. So I would say that these are probably more like athletic shoes than the 312s. The MXGs are, I would say, maybe just a little bit more for something where you're going to be a lot more active and moving around. But for the most part, these boots are very similar. I plan to do at least one follow-up video after the summer to give my impression about how well these boots worked in the warmer months of the year, especially wearing them all day at work. If the opportunity presents itself to do any other videos with these boots, I'll make those as well. So I'll be removing the standard Belleville insole that comes with the boots. These insoles are okay, but they don't provide as much padding as aftermarket insoles, and they don't last very long. Sometimes I just leave them in the boots and put other insoles on top of them. I'll be wearing them with the Energel Green Earth insoles that I wear in my other desert boots that I really like a lot. And before I try them on for the first time, I'll be treating them with Kiwi Camp Dry. So if you're interested in desert boots, I've got a playlist on those on this channel, which I'll include on the end screen of this video, as well as a playlist for different socks that I've tried out, in particular with the desert boots that I've worn over the years. And I'll include a link to that as well. So stay tuned for any follow-up videos on the Belleville C312 ST. Thanks for watching.